Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. I thank you so much in advance. Capricorn, we are doing a reading today. It's funny when I say we, I guess I mean me and my spirit guides. Sorry, that just struck me as a strange way to say it, but we are doing a reading today uh, regarding your blockages. The first card I will pull will be from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and your tarot will be read with the Tarot of the Abyss. What messages do you have for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Two cards fell down. My goodness gracious, Capricorn. um, that kind of came in with a really strong intensity. I feel a very strong intensity right now. Wolf and cheetah. My gosh. I can, you know, I've probably done half of the zodiac already, and I can guarantee you the other signs did not get this kind of energy. So right off the bat, I feel kind of, well, there's a freneticness and a kineticness here, like a lot of vibrating energy coming out of this cheetah. It's like a moving very, very quickly for something. But this wolf energy is quite another feeling. Wolf energy, I mean, it's looking directly at you. Very confrontational. Very confrontational. Too confrontational? Wolf, they can be loners, right? Lone wolf energy. So could you be okay? This is what I just heard. Take it as it resonates, Capricorn, but wanting to strike out on your own so much that you could be running away from a situation. Just take it as it resonates. I'm going to pull 8 cards, 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, and then I'm going to look on the bottom of the deck to see what your blockage is. Okay. Wow. Wow. Very, very divinely guided energies for you, Capricorn. Okay, too many, too many. There's so much. I feel as though it's like, I need to pull 2 more cards, but you know those toys when we were younger that they were either in like Hot Wheels or some kind of car toy or like a wind up toy where you pull the cord and then it was like the car or something would just take off. It's almost like that cord is being pulled for you right now. And there's a tension being created in that act. And if you're the toy, it's like somebody's got their hand on you and you're just waiting for them to let go so you can speed off. That's what I feel with this energy. Even the way the cards were flipping out, it's just like impatience. I can't, just spoiler alert right now. The minute I said impatience and the temperance card came out in the reverse, which is the card of patience in the reverse. I just have to say that to you. That's crazy. Thank you, Spirit. What's on the bottom of the deck? Ace of Wands in the reverse. You want your brand new beginning. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I feel as though this is also Phoenix energy right here. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, a kind of rebirth. You know, aces bring new from spirit. And in the Wands suit, again, it's crazy because you're an earth sign, but you have a lot of fire in your chart. There's so much fiery energy that I'm feeling this reading. You have something building up in you. And you just feel like it's going to explode if you don't move, but you can't right now. You don't have all the information. You don't have all the resources at this time. The spirit is telling me that's just perception, because this is the blockage, the idea that you don't have it. Well, what's the first rule of manifestation, right? Thank you, spirit, for that confirmation. What's the blockage at this time is your belief that you don't have it. Your belief that someone has their hand on you and you can't take off. Belief is very, very strong. The first rule of manifestation is to believe that you have it already. You have everything you need already. Sometimes I find that to be difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that can be really hard. It's like, it's the spiritual version of fake it till you make it. But it doesn't mean there isn't legitimacy in that, you know? It's kind of like belief is such a strong thing because we certainly know what denial does. You see somebody in deep denial about something, you can't say anything to them. They will just continue to believe what they believe, what they believe. We've all experienced that, sometimes with a parent, with a child, with the boss. Just sit in denial about something. Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you, don't say I didn't tell you, but if somebody is in a state of denial, it's like they can't hear. They can't hear you. Belief is the same way, like a belief in something good. It's the same way. Like, you believe that you're going to be a millionaire. Who am I to tell you otherwise? No. So there's something here that you're very, very eager to start anew. King of Cups underneath that one. Scorpio energies. King of Cups talks about somebody who feels so deeply, incredibly deeply, but expresses it in a very measured way. So I feel as though you could be just raring to go, all thrusters firing, but maybe nobody can see it because you're keeping it under wraps. Right? Just like this energy. You're raring to go, but all people can see is this controlled, measured, tactical leadership quality, standing alone, standing tall. Well, underneath, you may feel like, blah, I feel like a mess, you know? I feel like I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. It's almost screaming at you. I see this concentric circles here as vibrations, right? Like literal frequency vibrations. And I feel like it's screaming at you. In the past energy, the magician. Beautiful. I believe this is Aries Virgo energy. Don't quote me on that one. Sometimes I forget. But the Master Manifester in the major arcana of the tarot, number 1, the magician carries the power of all 4 suits of the tarot. So we have pentacles, swords, cups, and wands. Right? The thinking space, the feeling space, the doing space, and the resources. This is telling, thank you, Spirit. This is telling me that in your past energy, you knew, had a full awareness that you were a master manifester. There's no doubt in your mind that you had what it took to succeed. And with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Swords in the upright talks about being trapped in one's own thoughts, analysis paralysis. You have this card in reverse. It's like you might have had a smidge of analysis paralysis in the beginning when you first started on your manifesting journey. And now it's like all of that anxiety has been put to rest. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly what your power is. And I feel like this was the energy of the detractors, the people in your life that has something to say about it, right? So you may have had to kind of put up your shield and like have that bounce off of you every once in a while. You know, I said raring to go, raring to go. Those cards are so irritating though. Let's get a clarifier on the Magician. What are you trying to manifest, or what were you trying to manifest? The World card, a new beginning, a new chapter in your life. Anytime I see this card, I am really, really strongly brought to the movie 2001. 2001, it's all about kind of like the last frontier of exploration, right? It's about the ultimate level of exploration to find divine intelligence in the cosmos. Essentially, that's what that movie is about. That the divine intelligence was brought to Earth and, you know, instilled in the monkeys and, you know, Neanderthal man, etc., that it came from an outside source. 2001 is a movie that's all about finding that source. And it's almost like when you finally get your eye on what that source is, you come back to the beginning, right? Even in that movie, you can see when the main character comes face to face with divine energy, he simply sees himself in his most primal state, which is himself as a baby. Right? Conception, the idea of like himself in the very beginning of his life. That is the divine intelligence that he traveled, you know, all through the galaxy to just come back to that moment. Isn't that amazing? Wouldn't it be more amazing if you didn't have to travel the entire universe to figure that one out? And somehow you're coming to grips with that right now. This is very heady. That's not where I thought this was going. Because it felt like, okay, we're really rooted in like earthbound ideas, starting a business, you know, this, that, and the other thing, like maybe, you know, getting your finances in order. Nope. I mean, those things are beautiful byproducts of a belief in oneself, but it's more than that with you right now, Capricorn. You're facing you're facing off with the divine and the divinity in you. World card talks about endings bringing new beginnings. And in the present energy, you got the best card in the deck, the Sun. This talks about illumination and clarity, life giving energy at the heart of all. You know, it's amazing too, right? Because this is the energy you're in right now. The Sun energy is fueling all of this, all of it. The sun energy here. It's gorgeous, right? In this card, we can see here a window into the sun, There's like a, honestly, it looks like Yellow Brick Road. It makes me think of the Wizard of Oz and what was at the end of the Yellow Brick Road. Well, the wizard who turned out to just be a guy, right? What was at the end of the Yellow Brick Road? Just like humanity, just like the self. The magic is the self, right? You can see here in the magician that swirling energy. It's crazy. I was talking to a friend yesterday about NASA released this video of uh, whatever rover, whatever these their space vehicles are called. One of them actually touched the sun, and I don't know about you. I mean, maybe people aren't into space exploration anymore. I have no idea. We're dealing with like wars on our planet and all of this strife and just a complete upheaval of identity and what really matters. We're killing our own planet. Maybe there's no time to explore outer space, right? But things like that still amaze me. And when I saw footage, the actual footage of this rover thing or whatever touching the sun, it touched it. I just let out this cry of, what? What do you mean? What do you mean it touched the sun? In one's wildest imaginings for what humanity could accomplish, did you ever think that we'd be able to touch the surface of the sun? That there would be any kind of alloy on Earth that would allow us to resist the heat of the sun long enough to get a selfie with it? I didn't think that was possible. And there's something in your life right now that is like bringing that to me. That there's something you thought was impossible that is now possible, right? But could be difficult to come to grips with as Queen of Pentacles energy because you've been taught your whole life to be rooted in the real. Queen of Pentacles in your upright talks about, somebody who's abundant and beautiful, has a very stable, thank you, Spirit, very stable outlook on things, very grounded, right? But this is in the reverse now because you're dealing with things that are ungrounded. You're dealing with things that are literally in the heavens, the heavenly bodies, as they like to call these things, right? Planetary bodies, the heavenly bodies. How do you reconcile the two between divine knowledge and like this energy of living in a human form? You're coming to grips with that right now. This is like a crazy reading. I kind of wish this was my reading. It feels like something that I'd be really into. I hope you're into it too. Asking for a clarifier, King of Cups. Here comes the King of Cups. You're trying to be very level-headed, I see. These feelings could be overtaking you. Look, this almost looks like it's like surface of the sun stuff, right? This flames. And here you are really trying to be very measured in your emotions right now. Like, okay, well, let's not get carried away with ourselves. Okay, so I could be like a master manifester and changing my reality. Let's let's be calm about things, even though I just want to explode. I just want to run free. I don't always want to be the leader, the pack leader, the responsible one all the time. I just want to go crazy. and be boundless. When I think of a cheetah, sometimes you see them like bouncing off of trees and just like running what seems like at the speed of light. They're just boundless. So these two energies push and pull. Like even in the elementals here, right? They seem like opposites. In the future energy, the Fool in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. But these are opposing each other again, just like your wolf and your cheetah. Because the Fool energy in the upright talks about taking great leap of faith, just boundlessness. Gravity, what is that? Boundlessness. I can fly. Oh God. Now I have that R. Kelly song in my head. But the lyric is, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Touch the sky. And then Spirit gave me kind of a whoa. Major throat chakra closing there. Sorry, Capricorn. I felt that throat chakra just closed right up. Do you know why? Because of what I was thinking just as I started to choke. The story of Icarus came into my mind. And it wasn't from Spirit, it was from you or someone watching out there. Because it was the story of Icarus, right? Like he what was the story of Icarus? That it's like he was overly confident and and then he tried to touch the sun and his like wings melted because they were fragile and he fell back to earth. It's almost like it's like a little too big for your britches energy. But that's not coming from me, and that's not coming from Spirit. It was coming from some Capricorn out there that was just like, I'm not allowed to be boundless. Who says Capricorn? Remember, we started off, it was all about blockages. We started off with what was your blockage? Just this belief that you don't have the Ace of Wands. Again, fire energy, right? This belief that you can't be a phoenix rising from the ashes, that you can't exceed your own expectations. So, in the future potential, you have the Fool in reverse. It's just like I said, it's like thoughts become things, and if there's that doubt continues to exist, then it shall be so. Your doubt will continue to exist, your doubt in yourself, it shall be so. And you won't be able to accomplish touching the sun. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if somebody that started working at NASA said, we can't do that? No, oh, we can't do it. Nope, not possible. How could we ever touch the sun? That's crazy. It's an impossibility for the human race. What? I mean, what a shame. This is a lesson for me too. I'm feeling this message. What a shame it is not to believe in yourself. You are a unique soul. You came here for a reason. To, yes, to learn lessons, to exist in the earth school, to have experiences. Sure, sure, sure. But you came here for greatness. I mean, we all did. Whether or not we choose that path is up to us, but you came here for greatness. Right? And I think there's a part of you that understands that with the Temperance card in reverse, because that greatness is starting to tap on the door really, really loudly, like to the point where you can't ignore it anymore. This is so crazy how I brought up that sun thing, and now that's all I can see. It's almost like getting closer and closer and closer and closer to the sun. That's terrifying. It's terrifying, but exhilarating at the same time. I'm going to pull a card on the Fool and the Temperance card in reverse for your future potential. 3 cards came out. I'm going to take them all. Queen of Swords in the reverse, Chariot in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. Well, that's pretty straightforward. It's like a truth that you don't want to look at right now. Queen of Swords in reverse. Sense of stagnation, Chariot card in reverse. No sense of victory. Page of Swords in reverse. Well, I don't even know if I can even think about it. I can't even explore it. I can't even research it. All these cards in your future potential in reverse. Look, I'm going to say something to you. Right, tarot is not set in stone. I'm just reading cards here. It's just a message that you need to hear in this moment. You turn this reading off, and you can absolutely flip all these cards upside down. It's within your power to do so. This is the message that you need to see, because what these cards are saying to me right now is that if you continue on this in this line of thinking, this is the inevitable outcome, because it's your thinking, and your thinking leads to your action, right? And yes, there are circumstances that we cannot control that are external to us. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the things that you can control. There's so much power within you. Maybe you've forgotten, because this was in the past energy. Have you forgotten how powerful you are as the master manifester? You've touched this sun. Thank you, Spirit. But maybe it got to be too big, too scary. I don't like this. I don't like this for you in terms of like your thinking. Right? This is not a predictor of like what will be. It's a potential, right? But potential, we have potential in every moment. When we stay in the present moment, all potentialities are afforded to us. We have every potential in the present moment. Thank you, Spirit. In the advice from Spirit, 7 of Wands in reverse. This is the card I like to see in reverse, because it means that Spirit wants you to unblock. This is a card of blocking. They want you to unblock. 3 of Swords in the reverse. Allow yourself to look at any ideas. These are ideas of disappointment and heartbreak, and release them. Right? In this card, especially, it's like, let all of those ideas just fall out of your head. Just let them fall right out of your head. They don't serve you. Clarifying that. 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. See? 8 of Wands. Things want to come, like, they're like beelining for you. When I see these birds in their flight formation, it's like streamlining that message, that delivery. 6 of Pentacles. That's the Chariot card in the minor arcana. There's going to be something that comes your way, but you have to be in a place to receive it. Arms open. I accept the challenge. I accept my abilities. I accept the responsibility of that too, right? Like, you can't just let go of your responsibilities. I understand that. But it's a different kind of challenge now. It's like running or jumping headfirst into a situation that requires you to be magical, simply put. Not just rational, not just grounded, but magical. That's your reading, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Capricorn.